All right, good evening to the global community of divisions. Of course, this is Adbeka Michael, one of the many voices in TBC all across the globe. I'm so delighted to come to you once again. And of course, we know this is a mass adoption training for the TBC community, especially those in Ghana. And tonight, we want to look at the time. And now it's past 8 minutes of the usual time. And today's training, we shall be having it in English, and then we shall be having the summary also in our local language, which is Twi. So those who couldn't make it to the training, they can get the recording later and then listen to. And those of us also who are at the meeting and we don't understand the English correctly or deeply, or we also can, please let's stay muted. Please let's stay muted. After this, if you have any question before, you can mute yourself, please. Okay, thank you all. So those who watch or listen later can also understand in our local language. I receive a lot of information that many of the Tibetians who can speak our local language but that don't know how to speak English are finding it difficult to understand what we are saying. So now today, as I speak it in, as I speak the English, we shall have the interpretation, which is a summary, brief in Twi, and we have one of our leader here, Mr. Prosper, that will help us with that. So, but for now, I want to share something briefly. You know, we are still building. We are still building the TBC community, and as I was in a meeting with the TBC admin, it made me know that the thing we need to focus on right now is to build the community faster. I tell you, immediately we finish building this community for the mass adoption, the next thing we are moving on speedily is the merchant. And I tell you, we have a lot of merchants on the pipeline who are ready to accept TBC, but we want to build a community. When the community is strong, then we can go faster. Many people are not understanding the reason of the mass adoption team. The 111,000 people, many people are not understanding. You know, and many of us also are not able to explain the concept to our business partners very well. Let me share something briefly here. Let me share my screen. Great. Okay. I believe everybody can see the screen. Is the screen showing? Because out of screen. If we want to help people, we want to help 7.7 billion people in the world. Right now, the world, you know, because of this pandemic, we don't know the actual population we are having. That this pandemic. Now, if you have 7.7 billion people in the world, and we are being ruled by only 1%, which is 300 people, 300 family that rule us. that controls everything in the world. Ask yourself, how can we survive? That is why there is scarcity among us. That is why there is scarcity in the world right now. So TBC want to make 1 billion people to become successful. So ask yourself that when we get this 1 billion people to become successful, to create jobs, to help the rest with financial aid, ask yourself, which world are we going to live in? Because TBC, we want to create a better world for people to live in. This is the concept that many are not understanding. So how can we get this 1 billion people? How can we get this 1 billion people in the world to create jobs and to help the rest with financial aid? That is why ADMI has brought this. Let me share my screen again. Okay, that is why the admin of TBC has brought the TBC adoption, the TBC mass adoption, and the rotator. The mass adoption is for us to reach our ultimate goals faster. Reaching this goal does not come easy. And as far as you want to be part of the people that will help the rest of the world, give them jobs or financial aid, where will it come from? That is why the admin also added a rotator to the mass adoption that we are carrying right now. The rotator to give us fun. Now, as we know, TBC is a currency for the people. TBC is the currency of the people. The mature currency of TBC is a very with the most the top of its it needs to fulfill that giving effort. What is God? The giving of TBC is liberty from slavery and hunger and to eradicate poverty. We believe that what is a man-made, our society is a man-made, what is by man. That's why the actors of if we are in control, rule, and people, not 1 billion people is over the world, even the world, imagine the world winning. That's what the poverty is like, from the 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000, million here. The 10,000 that they yes. Madam, you say, and people will love us, people us to wake them up so they can help, so they can also come and feel the economy. That's why the bit of the bit of for purpose. Right now, we are giving man right now. It is done to show that the TV is very it's not able to take. I'm supposed to start rotate that with a million active but because of the noise, I will that I am a prophet. Let me start. Level of the in that ability tomorrow also have they also have a different program. So if fall in the reading they read the office no, this is not meant to be so this that this is the only one they are going to spend on no. If it's not going to be the only one, they're going to be others. So you need to know the people let's keep a partner. People go that's not the easy. That's not your thinking a minute, give me a minute. Let me take them off from the training. All right, let's continue. We don't have time. So these are the reasons why the admin of TBC says that again. I, the creator of TBC, have remained unknown for over 4 years now. The reason I will reveal who am I for 4 years now, and soon I will reveal who am I until TBC Kringle coins become universally accepted by all merchants worldwide at 100%. There will still be a need for coins like Bitcoin. That is why we need the funding in Bitcoin, because the Bitcoin is accepted worldwide, and somewhere between a million active members and 10 million, I will set up a rotator. So know that I didn't set it up right now because of the noise and the things that are going on. So if the rotator is small right now, don't worry about it. Let me just go through faster. So these are some of the benefits. These are the benefits of paying the admin fee. Because when you pay the admin fee every month, remember that you are part of the mass adoption team. And when we get between million and 10 million active members, if you are in the mass adoption team A, you are going to receive $1,125 every month into your wallet. And when we have between 4 billion members every month, 4 billion members, all of us that are in the mass adoption team are going to receive $450,045 a month into your account, your Bitcoin account. What is that money for? That money is being given to you to work. Aside being coming, they are going to work for us, and we are going to pay them. So about even the world all can be easy, but the mission right now is pushing billion people to tell us money or this is the cost. Any merchant that you can spend your coin on, you're going to buy it from a merchant. You can start to $1,000 a month. But remember, you can more than that. But the only thing you need to do is what you need to going to buy. It is you get the bounty at the office. They have different things that are on the office. And take advantage to help you. There are ways that you make money in the system. They have to make the commitment. So we don't force people in. Don't prospect it against it. If you want to invite, you will get people into TBC. Now we don't join. You invite them because when they see they abandon themselves, even by any people do. It is very simple. Even if people from 8 to 80, and if you make those you have the best position. Now we don't prospect and invite them. You invite them. What's going to stand the benefits of coming to see? But if you don't remember, let's see. Somebody who is in the advise them to watch as members join the community. We are not MLM. We are not as a currency. So we if we invite them to come and see the lawful in in Nigeria. Because if you want to do where we are more. agriculture. So this is the vision. This is the economy we are building in TBC right now. This is what we are building. Nothing less but this. Let me take one or two reactions, one or two questions. Wow, it takes a lot of times. Let me take one or two questions. Do you have any reactions?
Yeah, Mike, I'm around.
Okay, Mr. Michael, you can ask a question, sir.
Good evening, fellow admins.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you for your time with us and the good work you are doing. May God richly bless you.
Amen.
Yeah, Michael, before I ask my question, help me to understand. Did Chris Pingo say to maintain your position in Team A, you have to send a merchant every month or individuals?
No, the question you asked is confusing.
Yeah,
Maintain,
what I mean
please ask the
your
question
position
again.
to maintain your position in Team A,
Uh-huh.
apart from paying the admin fee monthly,
Yeah.
does one have to sign up merchant or individual account
Yes,
holders?
there's going to be requirement, and it will start from next month
Okay,
that we are supposed to sign up merchant
okay,
because the funding that is going to be given to us is to help us for, let's say, our TNT, because you are going to do TBC full time then. So
yeah,
as far as you are going out, you shouldn't go with empty pocket. That is why it means giving the fund that go and
okay,
sign up merchant and get at least 2 active people under you, which they must be paying their wallet fee every month, as you are doing.
okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I think it's a good idea, especially with the merchant program. Getting the individuals is not easy, but to me, getting the merchant would be easier in a sense that everybody wants a place where he or she can exchange or make payment with the TBC. But because there are no merchants, that's why people feel reluctant to sign up or register for TBC. Let me give you a typical example. MTN, many people are opening MTN account because they know they have merchants all over. When you compare MTN to other mobile operators, MTN is far ahead because what? Because MTN have a lot of metal. So if we can have a blueprint and a package that will help us to recruit merchants, I think that will getting people will be easier. I can tell you, me ahead of BBC 2017, but I registered in 2018, and I can tell you, I know a lot of guys who are having TBC account, who are now this stopping that this because they will tell you, bro, I have a lot in my account, but I can't use it. I can't make payment with it. So if we can focus on recruiting merchants rather than individual people, it rather help getting people will be easier. Though if I know I have a place, if I go to shopping mall, Accra shopping mall, I can get 2 or 3 merchants to make payment with TBC. You don't people would rather chase us to open account. So I think focusing on the merchant should rather be the goal rather than the individual. Because the individual, I tell you, there are no money. So somebody to be paying admin fee every month without
All
knowing
right.
what to use the addition. It's not a distance. So
You know,
let us tell admin that it should rather help us to rather design a blueprint to help convince people, especially the merchant,
okay.
rather than the
Thank
individual.
you. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay.
You know,
Uh,
me talking about getting an individual is easy. Yes. Maybe to you that is where it's not easy because you don't have the tools. The slide I use right now, it is a slide that I used that I prepared for my presentation. I have over 1,400 and something people that I've brought on board in TBC. But all these people, how did it happen? TBC require branding. That is why when the fund is being given to you, getting people become easier. Because if you get the tools, if you have the tools, the slide I use right now, that's not all that I use. It's a new slide that I prepared just between last month and this month that I'm going to storm the streets, to storm every corner with. Getting people is easy. Everything in this world is easy. We are in a building process right now. If we want, that is why it says getting people and merchants at the same time. If you get the tools, that is why training also is going on. If you attend training and learn more on how to recruit people, it will become so easy for you to get more people on board. So that is why admin says that it is not just going out to get the people, but we, the mass adoption team people, need to go through training, a massive training. If you go through the training, getting people will become so easy for you. But if you not go through the training, you will find it very difficult to recruit people. So with the recruiting and the merchant, that is what that we need to boost the community faster. That is why the training is going right now. As time goes on, we are going to know more things on how to recruit people, on how to do this and that. Slide, if you want to make the movement and make things work in TBC. That is why even the admin has given us PDF at the back of this. Use the PDF guide to prospect people. That is why right now, admin is making the needed tools for us to use to get the people on board. So, Mr. Mike, let's continue with the training, and recruiting people will become so easy for you. So easy for you. Thank you, sir. Let me take Mr. Samuel here. Mr. Samuel, please, you can unmute yourself, sir. Mr. Samuel? Okay. Any question or reaction from somebody? So you have any?
Michael.
Okay.
Hello, Michael.
Okay, go on, Reverend.
Yes, good evening. Yes, good evening to us all. Yes. The clarification for June is that June admin is requiring from each admin. Is that the clarification? Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. Then maybe from the subsequent month, it will be increasing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I just want people to know that. That is why I think the one person is asking merchant and that stuff. But if you bring in the merchant too, it is to our advantage. So
yes.
But the requirement for the next month is to get your 2 people who also pay for the admin fee.
Yeah.
Every month. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So as I made mention earlier, it is not that you just go just like that. Admin is bringing a merchant promo that is going to boost and make the merchant to even run into TBC. So the only thing we need to do right now is to be trained, because some of us are able to do this right now because we spend time with the TBC admin. I began having training. Admin began training me from last year. One-on-one training at times 12 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. since from last year, before admin has come to the whole community right now. So I'm able to recruit. I'm able to move out to make things happen because the admin have spent the time to train me. So when we also devote our time and everything to training, if you want to make it in TBC, it's possible. So let me take Mr. Afari. Mr. Afari, please, you can unmute yourself, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Michael, and
good evening, sir.
Our leaders. Yeah, you made a video this evening about the third party blockchain we are living on.
Yeah.
You talk about the facial recognition problem. You spoke about that. My concern is our main wallet. Is it also on the same third party? Because you said that if you make your facial recognition on the main app, it will not work because we are on the third party app.
Okay.
So you have to go to the Chrome or use the Firefox to do your recognition. So is it necessary that we download the app into our phones or our laptops and use or not?
Okay, let me...
You get my question clear?
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Afari. Now, talking about hold on, let me share this right now. You know, TBC Kringle Cash back office is not having an app. The back office is not having an app. Any app you see at Play Store.
19090.
Oh, hold on. I want to share my screen. I want to log in first before doing that. So now many people go to Play Store. Please let's mute ourselves. Hold on, let me mute the people. Please, let's always, Mr. Sampson, please, let's always try to mute ourselves. What I was trying to say is that many people go on Play Store and they type TBC and they download app from the Play Store. Any app you see on Play Store is not authorized by the admin. Kringle Cash, let me make it very, very simple. Please, let's mute ourselves. Any app, TBC Kringle.cash is not having an app. So anybody using the Kringle.cash app should stop using it. Right now, if the person is using Kringle.cash app, the person cannot log in into his back office with the facial verification. Admin is now working on how to build an app for the Kringle Cash. So they are working on all those things. But the wallet is having an app. That is why, because it is genuine, that is why the admin, the one the admin has for the community, that is why he put it in our wallet. Let me show here. Okay, so I'm opening the wallet, my account here. So let me share the screen. Okay, so if you can see my screen right now, this is the app for the wallet. App for the wallet that the TBC admin has created itself. This app is for TBC and authorized by the admin itself. And this is only for the wallet. The Kringle Cash back office is not having an app. But many people, so you can see the QR code also here. So if you don't have the app, you can go and play, or you can go to you can log into your TBC, your wallet, and you can pair your your TBC on the app. But many people used to download the complete TBC app from Play Store, which is not from the admin. And in that app, you will see the wallet, the back office, the notice, and everything there. That is not authorized by the admin. That is created by a third party. That is why anybody that is using that app will realize that he or she is not able to log in into the back office. At times, even the camera will not even come at all. But if you want to get that, go to Chrome, log into your back office there, and you are gone. But your back office, you can use the app for it. So, Mr. Fari, please, are you clear with that?
Yes, I am not fully cleared. So
Okay.
I want to know again the full app from the Play Store. You will see a blog, you see the good calculator, you will see support, you will see TBC, our wallet also over there. And then Kringle.cash office also there. Kringle.cash also at the main app from the Play Store.
Yeah.
And it's not recommended by admin. So
Yeah.
if I want to go into my wallet, then I should have to go to the Chrome or delete the main app that I have downloaded from the Play Store before accessing my my wallet or any other information that I want to access.
Okay. You know, I want you to get this clear that Kringle.cash is
Okay.
not having Kringle.cash is not having an app at all. The admin did not create an app for Kringle.cash. If you can look the app you are using, you see the Billion Coin app, which is FanMat. FanMat. And that app, it is not authorized by the TBC admin. Let me show you something here. I'm trying to download the app here on my phone. Okay, it's download. On that app, you will see the block. So if they talk about the block, if you click on the app, you got to see that you can only go to the private, the public block. That's the only thing you can go to. The public block is the only thing you can access, not the private block. Right now, if you try to log into the Kringle Cash back office, show you something here. It's loading slow. What I want you to understand right now is that TBC back office is not having an app. It is only the wallet that is having an app. So for admin to make it secured, that is why he put that app in our wallet for us. That don't go to Play Store and download any app from there. The apps that are at the Play Store is not from him, the admin. Let me show you something here. Let me join the meeting with this my phone and share with you on the phone right now for just a second. That is why when you try, because it is not from the admin, it will deny, the camera will not come. This is where our security is right now, because they have access to the the informations in TBC, and they have the guys to create their own app to merge it with the TBC itself. And if you look at admin, that's why we said admin is smarter than all of us. For admin to avoid us losing our monies tomorrow. Remember that even within a few times when the app for the wallet come, now even why is it that the wallet app from their side there also is not that this thing? Let me share my screen, because we've exhausted our time. So let me share the screen here. Okay. So this is the app. This is the app that many people are using. And I'm saying that if you're using this app, you see everything here: TBC formula, Kringle support, blah blah blah, wallet, and blah 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 blah. Now, why is it that the wallet is here? We have the wallet here, and the admin created this wallet again. This is a third party's wallet. Let me log into the Kringle Cash quickly. Remember, I'm using the app site, the app. I'm logging into the app. So I put in my information here. Now, I want to log in. So what do I have to do? I have to continue. Continue. Okay. So when you continue, this is what you get. Now, many will compare this also with the previous issue they are having. They will say is the camera. Okay. So now let me press OK and go to the settings here. Settings. What can you see here? Everything is allowed. It will never come. This is not like the Chrome. So with this, no matter what you do, you can never access your back of it. This is how it will come blank. You can never access it. So many of our people that are having the issues, many of our business partners, let's call them and ask them where they are using to log into the back office. Now let me show you here. Let me come from this sheet app and show from this. Let me go to Chrome. This is Chrome I'm using here. So I'm logging in. This one, my informations are saved already here. My details are saved. So I'm logging in. Continue. So why is it that this one, immediately I do it, the camera comes? Why is it that the camera has come automatically? These are the issues, as the time passes, we keep on learning. We keep on solving people's issues. So as the time passes, discovering the issues many people are having. This is also a reason why many are not able to log into their back office. So with this, why is the camera coming? By even this, why is it that I can access here? When I go to settings, this thing all come. Let me block the camera here. Let me block the camera here. Now, you see, if that app is genuine, as we know, you can see this one, I have the same issue here. And this is a camera issue. So now let me go OK and go and reset the camera. So you can see everything has come here. But why that app, the things didn't come? So I go to settings here. Camera. Then I allow camera here. Please, let's take it. Who is that? Mr. Farry. Okay. So why is it that this one, it has come? Please, let's mute ourselves. Let's stay muted, please. So with this, you can see when I come back, the camera has come again for me to log in. So Kringle Cash back office is not having an app. So all those using the app, if you like, download the app and try and see if you can log in into your back office. You cannot log in. You cannot log in into your back office. So Mr. Farry, please, are you okay with it now?
Yes, yeah, I went off a little bit, so I didn't hear much about what you said. But you know, me, I have all this experience already. I know what is happening. But you see, we have a new people with us who may also want to know what is actually happening. That is why I
thank you.
asked that question.
Okay, Mr. Mark, let's go to Mr. Mark quickly. Mr. Mark, please, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, good evening to everybody.
Good evening, sir.
We are all welcome again to this noble platform.
Thank you.
My first question has to do with the B team people. I know voting is ongoing, so if you have not voted, then we make it a point to quickly go and vote.
Yeah.
So that our votes can be counted. If you register somebody for free, the person goes to B team. Let's have someone who will say that for now he is not able to get the money to make the payment, so register me for free. Is there any possibility that when it is 1 month and the person wants to renew accounts, when that account is renewed, he will go to A team or the person remains in the B team? That is question number 1. 2, now that people are finding it difficult recruiting people or bringing people on board, and you talk about the fact that we would have to have training as to how to recruit people or bring people on board, wouldn't it be best that in some of our meetings we would learn, or you take us through how to recruit people so that the thing can be at least easier for some of us? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Your second question, that one was the reason why I use my personal presentation to some part of it to present from the beginning what people want to know. I don't know if you began the training if you come from the beginning, because the beginning I spoke on that, and I use my personal presentation to present to us the leaders here on what our people will be looking at when they want to join the TBC. These tools I'm using right now, when I present to people, the person coming on board becomes easier, because from the beginning to the end, you understand everything, and even the questions you are having in your mind has already been answered before you want to ask those questions. If you like, you ask them again. If you like, you don't ask them. So that's why I said the things that are needed.
I see.
It is tools that are needed.
I see.
Yeah. And then
so the invitation for them to come, is it going to be sent from the KCBO, or we should go to our Facebook accounts and send the invitations?
You
How
can
will those ones be done? Now we shouldn't force them, or
you can prospect people. You can invite people both online, offline. Your friends that are close to you, anybody that's close to you, can invite the people online and offline. Whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Now to the first one.
So the first one, I'll just give you a brief, because I have a video that explains that. I talked about that that explained that from the beginning of the mass adoption team, when you are in the team A and the team B, this, if you want to come to the team A, you have to pay this month to this month before you can come to this and this. People that comes into the team A, we got to know that those that joined the community last month, when they make their payment this month, those that joined free with the admin credit last month, when they make their payment last month, they come to team A. Remember now that team A is not filled. That is why we are voting at the back office. So I can tell you right now that when a person come in this month for free, next month, the person will, when the person pay next month, will be in team A. I cannot tell you because it will be the voting that we, the team A, are voting right now. That will decide if next month a chance will be there for the people that are in the A team, the B team, to pay to come back to the A team. But remember, if you are in the A team and you drop to the B team, you can never come out to the B team again. That is the principle there. We need to know. So now I cannot tell you, but the voting that is going to decide at the end. So if you are in the A team, you didn't vote, go to your back office. Immediately you log into your back office, you see the where you can vote, and then decide on what you want to vote on. So, Mr. Mark, please, are you okay now?
Yes, I'm all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So, any reaction again? Mr. Samuel, if you are there, you can unmute yourselves. Okay, any reaction? Or any question? Okay, Mr. Adams, please, you can unmute yourself, sir. Mr. Adams, please, we can't hear you. Okay, network. I don't know.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Go on, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Hello. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, sir. Mr. Adams, please go on.
Oh. I think. Hello.
Mr. Adams, please go on. We can hear you.
Hello. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
All fellow division. This is okay. Thank you for the training you are giving us. What I have I'm speaking. What I have realized is that the solution of all this boils down to training, as you have rightly told us. So we should all make sure the solution to all these problems that we are facing now boils down to effective training, which you are giving us. Having shown us the PowerPoint, that one alone explains what CDC is about. So I will appeal to you, if you can put available to us in our email so that we can download and then go through it and be able to use it in presentation or one-on-one to our prospects. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. But it's unfortunate that the PowerPoint will not be given for free. If you need the PowerPoint, there must be a compensation. There must be something before you can have it. So if you need it, maybe you can contact me privately. It's not for free. Thank you, sir. Any other reaction or any other question? We spend a lot of times, Mr. Prosper. We have Mr. Prosper there. It's network. we are supposed to have the training today, both in English and Tree, but the time couldn't allow. But on Sunday, our Sunday training, the we shall start from there. So, any reaction or any questions so that we close? Okay. If there's no any question or reaction, then we want to bring this training to an end. And I thank you all for your time, for coming to this training, so we make it happen in Ghana community. I appreciate all the great leaders and the co-admins who made it to this training. Hoping to see all of us once again on Sunday, same time, 8:30 p.m. Okay, Mr. Prosper is back. We're looking for you, but there were nowhere to be found. You were nowhere to be found. Sorry.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Suddenly my network went off. I have to struggle before I have to come back again.
So we shall have you with us as my co-host Sunday, who shall help me with our local language, and then we shall go faster. So thank you all. Do you have any contribution or any reaction, Mr. Prosper?
Yeah, just a quick one. Actually, I have something down for those who cannot hear the English. If they can contact me, I can just give them a little rundown as after the meeting, or even tomorrow, anytime. They can call me so that I can give them a little rundown of today's our Zoom meetings. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So then, we shall call this meeting. We shall bring this meeting to an end. So thank you all for coming, and hopefully to see you Sunday, same time. Let me meet everybody so we all can say bye-bye. All right.
Bye.